Hi everyone, I hope you're all enjoying your summers. My name is Daniel Gonzalez. I'm an international student from Bogota, Colombia, studying engineering and international affairs here at Lafayette College. One of the things I'm most passionate about in life is bridging the gap between the technical and the non-technical. And I believe that Journey is a place where I can gain this tool set. Furthermore, I'm always moving around in life trying to learn something new. And as you'll see in this video, I filmed my entire video response in different locations all around campus just so you guys can get a glimpse of who I am as a person. I found it difficult to think about what ways my friends would describe me, so I asked them. And some highlight quotes include stubborn in all the good ways, a good motivator, and my favorite, a great dancer. When I asked my parents this, they've seen the worst and the best of me, so I was a little bit worried. But I was surprised to find that they would say stuff like perseverance and disciplined. When I'm stressed, what I like to do is simply to breathe. Now, I know it sounds really basic, but breathing gives you a clear mind, oxygen, and more importantly, a moment to just calm down. And those are all things that we take for granted when we're tense and when we're stressed. Other than that, I also really like to meditate and I like to dance, especially salsa. We're here at Kirby Library because if time, resources, and money weren't a concern, I would impact the world by learning. Nowadays, it all boils down to GPA or to which school you get into, but learning is so much more than that. And one of my long-term goals is to open a university, a research university in Colombia, because I believe that if we judge through passion and not by grades, learning is the way the world will change. A couple of years ago, my friend and I were competing in a tennis tournament. During his match, he screamed out in pain and our team had to rush him to a hospital. I found out a day later that he couldn't play tennis for the next year and a half. And tennis was his life, and he was completely devastated. Knowing this, I went to his house almost every single day and we did homework together or watched NBA. I remember distinctly having to carry him up and down the stairs every time he wanted to move. And some days he just couldn't bear the pain. Today, he's my best friend. In the end, I want to be someone people look up to. I want to inspire others. To do that, I need the tools. And I believe that Journey is one way I can accomplish that, and it all starts with this application. I also want to gain experience in having my voice heard, so I'm in the process of submitting an application for a conference in Princeton on my research. Academically, I'm interested in cities, and in January, I'll start my honors thesis on human-technology interaction in cities. So with the tools, the voice, and the topic, I hope I can start my path to inspiring others. This is the room where Refugee Action meets. Refugee Action is a club here on campus, and we discuss awareness about refugees in the US, and we also host refugees here. We have one family and believe to have another one coming. Normally the seats are all filled, but I love this community because they're just so loving and caring and just dedicated to the idea that refugees have a safe place, not just here in the US, but in the world. One of the most impactful projects I've led was completed here in this building. A group of students and I created a vulnerability assessment, which is a way to judge how climate change will affect the city of Easton. One of the challenges was starting to use GIS technology, which is basically mapping software. I had no idea what it was like, and so I really had to overcome that hurdle before I could even start the project. We presented to the mayor, and after careful deliberation, they decided that they're going to use our project to look at ways in which Easton can start the fight against climate change. I've learned a lot over the past 12 months here at Lafayette College, from urban engineering to the rise of populism in Europe. But I think one of the challenges I faced, and one of the things I've learned the most from, has been having to pay my own tuition in college. A couple of semesters ago, my parents couldn't afford to pay, so I had to step up my game. Not only has that made me obviously much more financially conscious, it's also given me the strength and the courage to believe in myself in taking on new challenges.